This is Tyler and Colby Lewis. We're back. Today we're going to talk to you about the 2A state championship. You have the powerhouse Farmville Central with Coach Larry Wilford and Robinson, led by head coach LeVar Batt Sr. It's going to be a fun one on Saturday, especially at 2:30 p.m. in the Dean Dome. Colby, kind of give us a little rundown.
So first off, you got Farmville Central. They've been the powerhouse, the staple at 2A basketball over the last several years, winning 3 straight titles. They're going for a 4th. What's been really fun about this team coming into the game 27-3, just the job that Larry Wilford's done in cultivating a team that year in and year out, the next man steps up. You lose a guy like Baby T, who had an unbelievable year this year at NC State, and he was the focal point the last couple of years in his ability to shoot the ball and make plays. But Josh Short, Jaden Pitt, Derek Cox, Alex Moye, they all step up, right? And it was their turn to show that they're still capable of winning a state championship, and they got themselves back in that same situation this year, and they're there. So it's gonna be a fun one. They're 27-3. Like I said, Josh Short leading the way with 20 points a game, Jaden Pitt 12 points a game, Derek Cox another 12 points a game, and Alex right there with close to 11. So they're really balanced. Those four guys really do a great job, and just their defensive pressure, what they're able to do, that amoeba zone, as Coach Williford likes to call it. It really messes with people when it just pressures you. They get teams, they pick the ball up in trap spots and force turnovers that lead to baskets on the other end. So that, I think, Coach Batts at Robinson, I'm sure he'll have a game plan and how to attack that zone. It's going to be really fun. We get into Robinson. Coach Batts, he's done a great job there as well. He's won state championships. When his son was there, they won state championships at Robinson, right? They're coming into the game 27-3. They're on a 12-game win streak, right? They've been they've been the best team out of the West all year. Their only losses on the season, 2 of them come to 4A opponents like Mallard Creek and Harding out of Charlotte. So really good teams there, right? So just in order to get to the state championship, they had a very convincing win, 79-60 over North Surrey. And just like Farmville Central, they're super balanced as well. Their ability to have multiple guys in double digits, making plays, scoring the basketball. You have a senior in Jalen Jackson who sets the tone for them, leads them in scoring, and you have a 6'6", very versatile guard, junior forward, wing, David Hobbs, dual sport athlete. His size, his ability to make shots, make plays, and then just his physicality and the way he rebounds the ball, averaging 14.5 points a game, nearly double-digit rebounds. He's a very versatile player that you really have to figure out how are we going to stop this guy and how are we going to take him out. But then you also have guys like junior guard Zai Wheeler and Jermaine Gray that are both averaging over 12 points a game, that are very capable of just breaking guys down off the bounce, and their ability to play make and find guys and get into the paint, put pressure on the defense. That goes a really long way. So it's going to be a really fun matchup. Both teams were really well, very balanced, with 4 guys each team has in double-digit scoring. So I think that's the key, right? You have, in order to get to this situation, it's teams that have, multiple guys and a very balanced attack, and that's what both of these teams have.
Yeah, it's hard to win championship after championship if you only have one guy. Mm-hmm. And with both these teams, like you said, 4 players averaging double figures. And it's going to come down to how, Robinson's going to handle that Farmville Central pressure. Yeah. Larry Wilford just does a great job of turning the other teams over, causing chaos, getting out in transition. It's not always the prettiest brand of basketball, but it's a productive way of basketball. Yeah. And when it's all said and done with Larry Wilford's resume, he's going to go down in the Hall of Fame in North Carolina, no doubt. He's one of the best coaches in North Carolina. Yeah. And he's built a dynasty at Farmville. And, that's something that that everyone, when you think of 2A basketball, it runs through Farmville. Yeah. So it's gonna be a great, like you said, Baby T last year, Justin Wright the year before. It's just so many good players, like Baby T, all ACC freshman this year. Justin Wright was, first team all conference. So it's going to be fun to see like how every year how they rebuild, and somehow he rebuilds every single year, and it's really fun to see. Yeah. And I know you already talked about Coach Batts at Robinson, and like that's a scrappy squad who's just that's going to play hard every single possession, and they're going to give Farmville a run for their money. So it's going to be really exciting, really fun to watch at 2:30 in the Dean Dome.